Hey guys, welcome back to the Mountain Bike Shed. We are here with another order opening, our local bike shop here in St. Louis, Missouri. Each week when we get orders in, we run through them with you guys, kind of give you an opportunity to see what's selling in the shop, what our customers are asking for, maybe give some explanation on why we're bringing certain products into the shop. So I'm really particular about the things that we bring into the Mountain Bike Shed. So kind of hopefully it'll provide some valuable insight. You can shop online at mtbshed.com, have anything shipped to your house or visit us here in store. We have a lot of really great trails in the area. So yeah, check that out, subscribe, like, comment on the video, all that kind of stuff helps us grow. We're in kind of infancy of the podcast here. So yeah, we'd love to keep putting out content. So the more kind of interactions we get, the more we're able to get these things done for you. So I'll jump into it now. We got a few minutes before we open, so I might get cut short. So if this video suddenly ends, it's because a customer started pulling on the door. But we'll try to bang it out and get things rolling here as quickly as possible. So first thing on the docket is going to be our GX cassette. The GX cassette is going to be on the XD driver body. So if you've got a SRAM drivetrain already, then you're good. You'll have XD. XD just allows for a smaller high gear. So you'll go to a 10 tooth from an 11. So that's the XD system there on the back. Eagle, the Eagle's going to weigh a lot less than the NX. If you're currently on an NX cassette, then you probably have an HG free hub body, which is actually Shimano, and that may not work. So if you're going to be upgrading or replacing your cassette on your Eagle drivetrain, you need to make sure that you have an XD free hub body for your GX cassette. Again, if you're upgrading from an NX cassette, or maybe they have Sunrace on there, that's likely going to be an HG free body, and the XD is not going to work with that. So keep it in mind. We'll move on since I said I was going to be quick. So that's pretty neat. Everybody loves GX Eagle. That's my favorite 12-speed drivetrain right now. So Cushcore. So these are going to be neat. These are Cushcore valve stems. They come in a host of different colors. The reason you need specific valve cores for Cushcore is with that insert in there, most of your valve stems are going to just release air out of the bottom. Well, if you have an insert in there, it's going to plug that up and stop that from happening. So these actually have side holes in them that allow the air to pass that way, so it works with your insert. Muck-off valves are going to be the same way with those side ports. So basically, if you're planning on running a tire insert, just make sure you have side ports on your valve where it's in the rim, and you'll be all right. So good to have that. Sticking with Cushcore, we've got a couple other tools from Cushcore, the Bead Dropper and the Bead Bro. The Bead Bro can be nice. Couple tips when doing Cushcore. Obviously, the Bead Bro kind of helps push things to the center and make life a little bit easier for you. So you'll essentially with Cushcore, and I'll show you guys a close-up real quick of these two products. So the Bead Bro is just basically a tire lever, a thick tire lever similar to like a Pedro's or the Muck-Off, but you got this nice big handle to utilize. So even if you're not running Cushcore, this is a really nice tire lever for home if you change your tires a lot. And then the Bead Bro is good because it actually helps to push your second side of the tire to the center of the rim. So if you guys look back, we've got some videos on how to install a tire. We give you that trick to install it. So basically, if we're installing Cushcore, what we want to do first, before we install the Cushcore, we want to put our tire on. And we want to get that tire to fully seat. So go ahead, slap some air in there. Don't put any sealant in yet. Just slap some air in there, or put a tube in if you have to. Get one bead set. Once you have the one bead set, let the air back out and unseat only the one side. So leave the other side completely seated. That's going to give you room for once you put that Cushcore insert in, that you can push everything in. So you've got your one side set, you've opened up the other bead, you've put your Cushcore in, and then you really want to work your Cushcore all the way kind of rolled in as far as you can get it. At that point, it's going to make putting on the remaining bead a lot easier. You want to start with the valve core at your belly button, and then you'll start working that tire on away on the opposite side of the valve stem. So we're going to put the bead on and we're going to push it to the middle. And again, we've already kind of rolled that Cushcore up out of the way. So we want to push that second bead as far to the middle as possible, and we can work our way around. It's going to get really tight as we get closer to the valve stem and back into our belly button. And at that point, again, we want to get in there and we want to start opposite the valve stem, use our thumbs to push that and be pulling the slack as we're pushing it towards the middle, all that slack, and eventually it'll get on. Ideally, we don't even use tire levers when we install Cushcore. So ideally, you'll pull enough slack to make that happen. You can always come to the shop and we can help take care of it for you as well. But that's the trick to getting Cushcore on. So yeah, bead droppers, nice. Here's some cool tools. These are from Crank Brothers. This is the M5, so kind of the entry into Crank Brothers tools. We love Crank Brothers tools here at the Mountain Bike Shed, and there's a very specific reason for that. They have a 5-year warranty. The M5 is going to have all the basics you need. It's going to have everything from a 2 all the way up to a 6, I believe, all the way up to an 8. You'll have your T25 torch, you'll have a flathead and whatever on it. If you notice here on the warranty, it states lifetime warranty. The nice thing about Crank Brothers tools, they hold up really well, but if you look here on the edge, you can see there's an Allen there. So basically you can loosen this up and you can remove any of these Allens. So if you do accidentally round out something or strip out your T25, you just send an email and a picture to Crank Brothers and they will send you out a new tool to install onto yours. So forever tool, if you get Crank Brothers, that's our favorite. We don't carry any other, we carry a few other multi-tools just kind of for fun, but this is our recommendation to all the customers. You can go with the M5, which is cheapest, around like 13, 14 bucks or something. The M10 has got a few extra things on there. It looks like, I don't see a huge difference here. This has got 10 tools opposed to 5 tools. I guess that makes sense. I'm not sure. It doesn't list any. Oh, so on the M5, we're starting at 3 and we're going to 6. So the M5 is only going to give you a 3 to 6, which is going to be your most common. You need the M10 if you're trying to adjust drivetrains and stuff. This is going to go from 2 to 8. So that's where the extras come in. So grab ya. They have the M20s or M18s, whatever they are, M13s. They'll start having chain tools on them and stuff. We really recommend those. But these are a good, small, quick option to throw in your pack. So that's neat. Let's see, we've got a Pedro's X-Acto knife. Nothing special about this. It is just a box cutter. We use that here in the shop. I'm not going to waste too much time. Let's see. Here stands race sealant. So again, you'll see stands showing up in most of these order openings here at the shop. Stands is very popular, especially if you have something that's hard to seat. Stands race can be really nice. Stands has very large fibers, so when you go to the race formulation rather than just regular stands, the race formulation is actually going to have these really long fibers in there, so extra large fibers. It's going to have more of them. That's going to seal up maybe some imperfections in your tape. Maybe if you have some other problems going on, it's going to seal things up best. So stands race sealant, most popular sealant we sell here in shop. So again, a little close up, stands race. There is regular stands. Regular stands has fibers in it as well. They're not going to be as big and they're not going to be as many. So keep that in mind. And while we're still on tools, let me bust out. A chain tool is something that everybody should have at home. Whether you need to put a new chain on, you'll have to resize that chain to fit yours. So you'll need a chain tool, or if you break something, you need to put something on. Chain tools are nice to have. So pick up a chain tool next time you're at your local bike shop. We carry all Park stuff. Here's a close-up of it. This is the CT-5 chain tool from Park Tool. Park Tool just makes good shop quality stuff. I can confirm that. I've only replaced a few different tools. We've been in operation here for almost 6 years. We work on bikes every day, so you can imagine how well these will hold up for you. Another kind of perennial here, you can see these keep showing up in our orders. This is the Spank Grip 33s or the Grip 30s. Really nice. They have, I'll show you guys close up. They've got the kind of tapered in ends here. That's going to make them more aerodynamic, but it's also going to help them brush off trees. They've got this thumb rest here, which is really nice. I'll bring it up closer. So they've got that nice thumb rest, and then if we look really close on those ribs, there's these little dots. So it's that rib design, but stiffer than most of them. I think with this rib design, typically they get really flexy and it's not great. So host of colors on those, also different widths, 30 and 33s. 33s seem to be more popular, but here we are with the 30s. All right, and the last thing that's important, just in case we get cut off here, is going to be saddles. So this is something not enough people invest in for their own bikes. I really think that more people should be putting on a premium saddle. Most bikes are going to come stock with a narrow saddle or a fairly narrow saddle. If you're a female, you probably need a medium large. You're going to have wider hip or wider sit bones. And then for men, we found most everybody's really a small medium on those as well. So Ergon is our favorite as far as saddles go. They do a really good job. There's a couple things that make Ergon saddles great compared, I better remove some of this mess, compared to other saddles on the market. So if you're a mountain biker, they make mountain specific saddles. They are a mountain company. They do have some road bike saddles, not many. They focus on mountain stuff. So, you know, again, on average, a guy's going to be around 11 centimeters. Maybe a female is going to be closer to 12 centimeters. So that's going to put you down a medium large most cases. So if you don't have a Ergon shop nearby where you can try these saddles out, then maybe err on the side of the medium large unless you know you have like a really small frame. You'll see here this relief channel is cut out. That's very nice. And we've got, those are both comps. Let me bring a regular saddle in the mix with these. So this is your regular SMC. Basically, this is going to be one firmness of foam all the way through. Once you start getting into your higher end ones, you're going to see this is going to be a little bit firmer. This is going to be a little bit softer. So they'll use different foams throughout. But the big thing with these Ergon saddles is the nose. So compared to a normal saddle, the nose of these are fatter and shorter. What that means is that when you drop your seat, you're going to have a little bit better control with an Ergon saddle than a typical saddle from a non-mountain bike specific brand. So these are meant to work with dropper posts, allow you to have more control of your bike when you do have that seat down, and kind of stay out of your way elsewise. So get an Ergon saddle, you know, and a lot of people, you know, we see customers come in all the time. They want a big padded saddle. They want something that looks really comfortable. And what ends up happening is it creates all this pressure everywhere else. So we all have sit bones. So when we sit down, there's two little bones that I guess come off of our hip. They don't have nerve endings in them. And if we can get this saddle, those sit bones to hit the right points of this saddle, there's going to be no pressure, no pain, no problem. So get a saddle that works for you. We recommend Ergon if you're mountain biking. Again, that short, stubby nose makes a huge difference. This relief channel is amazing. We never see Ergon saddles come back. So we do a 30-day fit guarantee here in store, but they never come back. It just does not happen. So Ergon saddles are the way to go. Invest in that. You're going to pay about $100. You can go as low as 60, but $100 for your Ergon saddle, and it's going to improve every ride. So you're probably going to take 100 rides over the next couple of years. So that's $1 a ride. Go ahead and do it. I should have thrown this sealant in with the others, but here we've got Orange Seal. Orange Seal is a really popular one as well. They have these nice little applicators. Everybody appreciates that. Again, we only carry the Endurance. The Endurance is just going to seal out punctures better. It may not last quite as long. Maybe it doesn't have as much ammonia in it, but it's going to seal punctures really well. Be careful not to get this on your clothes or anything along those lines. But the orange seal comes in a host of different sizes and nice easy application through the valve stem if you choose to go that way. All right. We also have 9-speed Shimano chains, so nothing special there. It's just repair stuff. We got some tubes in here and then tires. So this is the 29 Ardent. The Ardent was the most popular tire in St. Louis for the longest time. It's very fast rolling, great for loose over hard. Very fast tire, nice braking knobs down the middle here. So you're going to have really good consistent traction and just a really fast, light feeling tire. So the Ardent 225 is good for that. I've got 2 of those in here. And then we've got a perennial favorite, once again, the Panaracer. It's a Gravelking. This is a 700 by 38. Gravelking, again, is the go-to tire for most of our people who are going to be riding their gravel bikes on gravel or on double track. They go with the Gravelking. This is the standard Gravelking. So you'll see here, this has got a pretty aggressive pattern down the middle. There's the Gravelking Plus, which is actually a little less aggressive. That seems to be the most popular. And then the SS, which is a pretty smooth tire. So if you're going to be doing some road and some gravel, maybe go with the SS. The regular Gravelking, if you're going to be kind of doing double track and then some gravel, that would be a good tire. And then the Gravelking Plus, if you're going to kind of do a mix of both, but you want that extra traction. So check all those out. Panaracer makes great gravel tires in a variety of sizes, cool colors, all that fun stuff. Yeah, and that's it. Some brake pads in here, nothing big. You know, kids tires, MSW 24-inch, again, just replacement stuff. Oh, and then the last thing here I've got is, this is the Topeak mountain pump. So the Topeak mountain pump is really cool for a few reasons. I'll show you guys on camera. The new Topeak Mountain or JoeBlow Mountain EX has the smart valve on it. So of course I grabbed the one that still has packaging on. So it goes to the smart valve. So this is automatically going to adapt from Presta to Schrader, and then it's got a nice easy pull on this lever. So a little bit easier to use than the older system where it was a dual head. This lever makes a little bit more sense. It attaches easier, so people really like that. If you're riding a mountain bike, any high volume tire, get a high volume pump. You're literally going to inflate it 50 times faster. So yeah, 50% faster. That's not just like marketing. That is absolutely true. And then the other nice thing is these have a huge gauge on them. So this gauge is easily legible, and it only goes up to 60 PSI. So it allows you to really dial in precisely whether you want 21, or if you're riding a plus bike, maybe you're at 11, or you're riding a fat bike, you're down here at 6 or 7. Your typical pumps aren't going to allow you to dial in with this kind of accuracy. This one only goes up to 60 PSI, so it does allow that. And this big old fat chamber fills the tires fast, and it's just a really beautiful pump. This is what we use here in the shop. I would recommend anybody, if you're buying a pump, if you're a mountain biker, get the Topeak stuff. A, it's reliable, and B, it's all high volume. So their frame pumps in that are thicker and will fill up tires 50% faster than anything else. Don't sit there and just have to pump it all day long. So grab one of these, grab a saddle, refresh the sealant, do everything you need to do. Again, if you guys could subscribe, that would help. Like, comment if you've used any of these items, go ahead, comment below, tell us your thoughts on them. We'd love to hear that. Again, the whole reason why this stuff comes into the shop, because these are things that our customers are buying. So you're seeing not products that we're trying to sell, you're not seeing things that the manufacturers want us to move just because we make the most money on them. These are all products coming into the shop because this is what customers are buying. We've got to refresh the store. So I think it's a very honest way for you guys to get some input and some feedback on maybe what products would be best for you. Crank Brothers tool stands, race sealant, Ergon saddles. These have all been perennials for years. Mountain bikers have tried and tested them. So like, subscribe. We'll keep doing these things for you. It really helps us out a ton. We'll see you next time.